Well, hello everyone, Dylan here. Happy Throwback Thursday, and here with my last LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean review. And so, what's for next Throwback Thursday? Well, let's see, of course. So this one's on Whitecap Bay from 2011, of course. So we have the LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides logo, Jack Sparrow border as all the sets quite do, and then picture of the set in action, and also choking hazard and set number 4194. So manual number 1 of which on the backside is win on the online survey. Then the last step for the tower part. And then for manual number 2, which on the backside is just ad for the Pirates of the Caribbean video game from the time. And then advertisement of Lego Club, promotional poster for Alien Conquest, and then most of the pieces that come with the set, of course. And then advertisement of all the posters that come in most of the sets, most of which I have previously reviewed. And then some of the features of it. And then a couple more features of it. And then the last building steps of that. So here are all the minifigs included. So first up we have Captain Jack Sparrow, but of which, but same one that came with the London Escape set that I covered last Throwback Thursday. Hey, for that, of course, same everything. So nothing to say there. And next to which we have Scrum, which also came in the Queen Anne's Revenge set, but this is a lot cheaper way to get him. But however, his torso print, leg printing, all looks really good. Face print, quite good, and also same hat piece as the British soldiers in that other set, of course. And then next to which is Philip Swift, which is the only one exclusive to this set, but however, and of course, having the same exact hair piece as Will Turner kind of did, but however, the torso print looks quite good for that. And of course, wielding a shorter musket there. And next to which we have a gunner zombie, which also came in the very small Captain's Cabin set as well. And of course, this is a much more expensive way to get him. And then last to which we have the mermaid Sirena, which, and also have a generic mermaid, of course, since this is which for Stranger Tides, and it was related to that movie, or a part in that movie. But however, the torso printing on both look near identical, but Serena is in sand blue, but the other's in sand green. And also the same recent curved fin tail piece, but one's in sand blue and sand green for that. And of course, both of which holding the classic vine piece, but in this case used as seaweed. And however, the face printing on both of which quite good for how it is, and also quite good use of both of these hair pieces. And then onto the back sides of all of the figs. Oh, and luckily, most of which do appear to have double-sided faces for that. And also all of which some good back torso printing on all. And also As for the fin tail pieces, do have a little bit of printing on them. Kind of interesting how that is. You really barely see that much. And also, if you notice, little few gill slits on the face, on the cheek parts, which, like in the movie, of course, nice to see there. And that's about it with all the figs included with this set. It was great to see a few exclusive ones and also good cheap ways to get scrum, of course. And first off for the builds is, well, which is one what you get two of the preformed boat pieces, but in black. Nice to see there, and also with the oar pieces in brown, and also with a bucket piece on there, and of course two 2x4 plates to sit two figs onto, and also a lantern piece or a couple few pieces for a lantern on in the front, of course. But of course, good to have here, obviously. But also you get this little neck piece, or this other neck that is held by the Spider-Man web kind of piece there. Just for you to capture or such in the water, obviously. And now on to Whitecap Bay itself. So, well, as you can see, quite big, quite tall. Like, since of course for the $60, $70 it was at the time, this which was probably the largest, bestest size you could get for that. Well, and I think this still lives up to the height size in most modern day sets. And so now, little thing is that this set is actually a bit modular. So now we'll look over this section first. So like this front section, which has a few tan and dark brown tile pieces, and also a couple of rounded plates to there, and also a castle corridor set kind of piece with a sticker on it, like we saw in the mill, of course, and also like in the mill and a couple others is have a few grill pieces represent the decaying planks of the roofs, of course. And then as for this top roof section, which looking kind of close to some other castle sets for that, which does have a lot of open space to stand minifigs onto, and also a pair of which for these telescopes as torches for that, and of course a few bricks around it as well, of course. And as for these doors here, which the build part of which are on hinges, it does all looks very good, quite good for how it is. But and of course, you can swing right open, of course. But and also on one side of which have the same thing as one of the sides, of course, and do get a little bit of a cannon build, which is easily movable. And built kind of bit like most large-scale cannon pieces, like have a night plume used for a flame, like a fuse got lit and all. And of course, these lower parts, which go on these, is a hingeway kind of parts for that, and has a net piece in there, so you can slide it in like that. And now to the feature. Main feature is open these up and you can load the cannon outwards, and then push on that ball joint piece, and the net flies right out. So let's do that again. Well, maybe from a little further distance. So yeah, quite fun for how that is. But yeah, and the net piece of which, same kind of net piece we've seen in a lot of sets over time. But yeah. And now onto this tower section. Like as for this front kind of section, which has a few jagged slope or dark gray jagged slopes around, representing like rocky bits to there, and of course a little fence-like piece and a torch, and a little random anchor piece representing some extra grotto and rubble for that, or just sit there off to the side, of course. And then on one side, which has a little stairway that leads up to this little door right here, which does open and close like so. And then onto this side of which does have a long tile piece, but there's a lot of stickers in this set, so be aware of that, and represent a loose plank off the side. And then on this side of which do you have a small barrel piece, larger barrel piece, but resting on a few Technic bricks, and also curved jagged slopes on there. And what that little cone piece is for the feature of it. Like pull on that and it drops right out, and you drop, and it drops all these little cylinder pieces, of course. So that was a good fun feature. Well, if you can like if you know how to do so right. And then so anyways, back onto the front entrance part of the castle. Same roof kind of effect to it, but this top roof section, which is for the main feature of the set, which I'll go over later. And then and of course you have these castle section pieces, but with stickers on them to look like brick detailing on there. And same thing on that side, of course, but other side of which, not only sticker around this one, but on the one above, and also on these, which, so a little bit of symmetry to that. And then further upwards, which comprise mostly have a bunch of corner wedge plates and also other curved slopes underneath the which, and also a little sentry section and to stand figs onto, and okay. And then of course you have this little section that's comprised of mostly a light brick with a magnifying glass on it, and if you tap on that, a light brick's supposed to light up. But unfortunately the batteries have expired for that, and a little lazy to change the batteries in there, but if you get it to light up, you would know how that is. And then as for the rest of the builder, which has a lot of these angular type pieces around, of course, and also a little further up, this top section, which is kind of like the top part of some castle sets, like with the jagged slopes going inwards, and also a lot of space to stand minifigs onto, and also a random pickaxe and shovel piece, which for minifigs to deal with, of course. So, and now onto the back side of it, which, like, obviously, there's a few hollow spaces, but like I see like a couple of random steering wheel pieces for some reason. And then very far down below have those rounded brick or plates as seats, and also a simple table, and also with a gold bar piece in metallic gold. Nice to see there, and also a little bottle piece, like we see in some of the sets, and also classic sextant, like in most classic early pirate sets, obviously. Yeah. And also, and now onto what the main feature of this set is. That if remember, or this little part right here, well, there's a reason for it. that if you push on that and kind of collapses it, which is kind of a neat fun feature, but easy to reassemble for that. Take these two, put them on those jumpers, and get this floor section with the jagged slopes on there, and make sure it's resting right, or just slides in while resting on those tiles like so. Then this top roof section fits right over all of that. So of course, easy to reassemble and still quite fun to shake and collapse again. And so now back on to see it all together. See these two pins out the side connect to those pinholes right there, which like so. Which kind of like we saw in some of the Lord of the Rings Hobbit lines in the following couple of years as well. And so now, let me get everything here. And so now, on to the final verdict. And so overall, I think this is a great, really great set. Like playing good playability and also a few good exclusive minifigs and plenty of stuff going on for the cheap price point. Like for the $60-$70 that it was back then, well, or at the time, still quite good for how it is, but also get a light brick for that price point as well. Now, regardless of inflation, still quite good for how it is. And obviously like a firing cannon and also large collapsing earthquake kind of feature. Also great to see there. And of course, this was one of the good sequences in the movie, Stranger Tides, of course. And also neat to have two boats or boat halls in a set, good for your fleet of boat walking or whatever. And also this which can be workable with any Pirates of the Caribbean mock or pirate display mock or anything like that. And of course, good cheap way to get Scrum in a cheaper set that ain't the two large ship sets, of course. And of course, and whereas both rooftop parts, like this section and this section, do all still provide plenty of extra playability for the figs to stand on to and such. But yeah. And also the size of it, really good for how it is. That's for that. And the price per piece of which also quite good for that. And so now, if any of you are which still have this set from back in the day, well, I hope you had some really good memories of it. And for those of you who haven't and are still looking to get this set, I'd say definitely get it. Like eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, whatever. And that's it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.